judges, Sarah Bennett and Rishi Koshiko. And the technical officer is Martin Monaghan. Welcome to both teams here on the team from Russia and South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthems. Bitte erheben Sie für die Nationalhymne. First, the national anthem, die Nationalhymne of Russia. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of South Africa, die Nationalhymne Südafrikas.
Real passion being sounded out by South Africa, and as it was the case for Russia as well. Russians' top 5 regulars in the last 3 editions of the Indoor World Cup, along with Austria and Poland. You would expect them to really have a say on how difficult it will be for Germany to take this crown overall. Although at the recent Euros they finished 6th, so hoping that here in Berlin they can have a different outcome to Antwerp at those Euros. As for South Africa, they are made up of quality really from the outdoor hockey scene. Indoor is different, and so an intriguing contest ahead, a little closer perhaps than what we have just seen between Germany and Kazakhstan, but they do have quality with Wade Patton, Jethro Eustace amongst their ranks as well. It's been the 5th game on Hall 1. Russia and South Africa ahead, and then Iran, Switzerland to come after this. before it is then the return of the ladies. We are underway. Russia against South Africa. And Russia looking to get off to the brightest possible start early on, so very quickly. Here at the wonderful Max Schmeling, which has been a wonderful venue. And Russia getting off to a very good start indeed. Mistrov with the restart. Germany got off to a blistering start in their previous match with Kazakhstan, of which they put 15 past Kazakhstan. Not expecting it to be that big a scoreline here between these two. But early on it is Russia, the early possession. And the feel of the ball on the court, with South Africa defending resolutely at the moment. Sergei Kostarev restarting, and Mistrov as well. South Africa get hold of the ball, get hold of the play. Just looking to shield it out. And out it goes again. Mistrov gets on with it. Well, that's a bit of a waste. I mentioned how they are top 5 regulars, Russia, in the last 3 editions of this competition. But it was disappointing at the Euros, finishing in 6th place. We'll be hoping that they can do a fair... much better than what they were in Antwerp. And that was out of 8 teams. Which cries of encouragement from Chris McCarthy in the South African goal. Fairweather starting things off, the man with the armband for South Africa. Here he is again, Fairweather. Julius can't make any further ground. Back in Mistrov. Way through. And this is Eustace. And Eustace again. And keep control, yes he can. Fairweather. South Africa haven't finished higher than 10th at this competition, but you have to go back to 2003. They did so. Just running out of court in the end, but in the end, penalty corner has been awarded. Nikolai was the umpire. So can they take advantage here? Eustace, I expect to receive, and Julius with the firepower. Trouble with this ball on the spot. Razor Rosenberg. In fact, it is Fairweather. Rosenberg again, Fairweather again. Smart reactions from Artem Driansin, who's the captain in goal. That was a very good save. Fairweather makes his way off, and it's been replaced by Jared Jones. Oh, Robin Jones, I beg your pardon. Mohamed Meir. Where's he going? Who's in support? Just not to go right back across his goal. South Africa have it and are able to make their way out from a dangerous area. Close control, wonderful this. Right stuff from Julius. Jones. We're going to see Jared Jones come on here now for Jethro Eustace. Touched on from Mohamed Mayer and comes to nothing in the end, and match changes being made. Likes of Patton and Eustace and Ryan Julius for South Africa, hoping to impress ahead of the Commonwealth Games coming up on the Gold Coast. Asking a lot in the end. Karulin, Marek Karulin, as it skipped up off the board. A little quieter now inside the arena after German ladies and the men's teams have just recently been in action. Positioning, defensive positioning. Wade Patton got himself into a good area to dispossess. Jones with the restart to Jared Jones. Way through for South Africa. Really tight between these two in the opening stages. Germany were already light years away from Kazakhstan in the previous game at this point. Dumleo couldn't get the return. Karulin. Now Karayev. South Africa are going to have a late one tonight for the last action here, and main hall will include them, and they will take on the might of Austria. Russia, Ukraine, just after 6:30 tonight. Not next be in action. Penalty corner as it came off the foot of Jones, I think. A chance for a blast here for Russia. Just slow it down there off the left foot of Jared Jones. Can't do anything with that. Was looking off, who controls, and Makazi very quick off his line. And that's gone down well with the South African public that are in to support their team today. Fought by Karayev, and again. Karayev. Loginov keeping it down on that left flank, but comes to nothing once more for Russia. Fairweather captain is reintroduced. Patton draws it well, and the strike does come in from Abrahams, and it's led to a penalty corner also. That's very encouraging down this left flank for South Africa. Lovely turn from Abrahams to manage to get his shot away. So, Jared Jones. Oh, wonderful block. Oh, really good goalkeeping, and now Russia can spark the attack. Lovely turn. Can't find a route through though. The South African supporters banging the South African drum, but so far to no avail, with 8.5 minutes remaining of this first half. Jared Jones unable to gather it. Patton, and for Jared Jones, towards goal he goes, sent tumbling. No decision going against Russia on that occasion. Lokinov. Just to calm things down a little here, Russia. Karulin. Lokinov finds the support. Still right in the corner, and they've worked it out nicely and using the boards nicely as well. Kraev. That didn't quite work out. Jones. To the legs of Eustace, nicely done from him. Blocked by Fairweather. The game has just picked up in terms of tempo. Jones, nice idea. Rita Rosenberg was the intended target. It's more in the way of the use of the boards by these two teams than what we have done for many of the other matches so far. Fairweather, another example of that. When you think of Patton and Eustace and Julius, who are hoping for places in the Commonwealth Games squad, they were part of the squad that finished second to Namibia, the 2017 Indoor Africa Cup. Julius and Patton with 6 goals apiece in that competition. Still goalless here. Just over 5 minutes remaining of the first half. Chris McCarthy very vocal in goal, ordering around his players in front of him. One back well by Eustace. Julius. Thanks for Julius. Close control from Jones. Kornilov had lost his stick. Julius, lovely turn from him to open up the opportunity. A smart save again from Drianitsen. It's one of the clearest openings for South Africa so far. A host of changes ready, although it's unfortunate for Kornilov. He's trying to control it, just scraping the top of the foot. Jones. Position's got against Rosenberg. A free hit just inside the South Africa half. As Russia are just starting to get another grip on the game. It started very well at the beginning of the match. South Africa at their moment. Russia have been the most comfortable, really, in possession. Front two just doing their best to try and find a little bit of space available because there's not much room out there. But in the end, Russia do have their opportunity to strike, and that was a very good move, it has to be said. Pavel Golubev, all about the turn and then the execution as well. Very good play from Russia, and they have the opening goal. First goal for Russia. This Indoor Hockey World Cup. And you just wondered the amount of possession they were having, dictating the play. They were able to turn that possession and pressure into a goal. Bit of magic from Golubev. And Russia lead by a goal to nil. So nothing in the end. Jones. Quickly getting it on, but there was nobody there. We saw the green and yellow shirt in the corner of his eye. Approaching the final minute in the first half between Russia and South Africa. Lovely turn from Golubev again. Penalty corner. Well, he's rich in confidence after scoring. Another similar turn here. Lovely, lovely play. That'll be a very good time to strike here with some 30 seconds remaining to increase the lead. And they have been able to do so. Mikhail Proskriakov. With 20 seconds to go. Firing it through. Right into the corner. Quick fire goals for Russia. And there is the half-time hooter. So they just started to click into gear towards the end. And they got their first goal through a little bit of magic from Pavel Goryubev, and then Mikhail Proskudyakov from a penalty corner has Russia with a decent lead at half-time, leading by 2-0.
They'll be moving when they get there, yeah.
Liebe Zuschauer, liebe Gäste hier in Berlin, Sie sind zu Gast bei der Hallenhockey-Weltmeisterschaft, die 5. Auflage. Und wir freuen uns, dass jetzt nach der Mittagszeit ein bisschen noch voller werden wird. Gerade in den Abend hinein erwarten wir schon heute hier sehr gut gefüllt die Max-Schmeling-Halle. Und es gibt auch abseits in großen Halle hier eine Menge zu entdecken. Wir laden Sie ein, zum Beispiel beim Hockey Village, hier direkt um die Ecke, nachzuschauen, was es dort zu entdecken gibt. Nämlich unsere Partner und Sponsoren haben mit Sonderpreisen, mit Gewinnspielaktionen und wirklich tollen Produkten hier für Sie sich vorbereitet. Und das Gleiche gilt auch nochmal bei der Einladung für unsere kleine Halle, die Small Hall, also die zweite Halle, wo ja auch seit 1915 bereits Weltklasse-Hockey gezeigt wird. Derzeit läuft das Spiel zwischen Polen und Australien bei den Männern. Es ist vor wenigen Minuten angepfiffen, auch da können Sie selbstverständlich kostenlos vorbeischauen. Ist so auf den Höhen der Blöcke Q, P und O. A warm welcome again to our international guests here in Berlin. It's an honor to have you here. Indoor Hockey World Cup 2018. And we would like to invite you to the Hockey Village, Hockey Plaza, with a lot of interesting sponsors. And you can buy a lot of great things from the world of hockey. So now we hope you will enjoy the second half. Russia between South Africa, 2-0 after 20 minutes, and now we will start the second half. Schön, dass Sie da sind. Ihnen allen weiter viel Freude. Na klar, nach diesen beiden berauschenden Spielen rund um die deutsche Mannschaft geht es jetzt ein bisschen ruhiger zu. Trotzdem wollen wir nicht vergessen, uns auch als neuen Gastgeber zu zeigen. Und dementsprechend hoffe ich, dass Sie 2 Minuten vor Beginn der zweiten Halbzeit nochmal einen warmen Applaus beiden Teams hier mit auf die Ohren geben. Das ist unser Applaus für Russland und auch Südafrika. Schön, dass ihr da wart.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank to all our partners and sponsors of the tournament. Thank you to Hero Motorcorp Limited, the world's largest manufacturer of two-wheelers, for being a global partner of the FIH. The FIH would like to acknowledge the continued support of Polytown, one of the world's leading, fastest growing synthetic sports facility construction company. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. And also, the FIH would like to thank Adidas as a FIH global partner, and Gearfloor. Gearfloor is proud to be the official food supplier of the Indoor Hockey World Cup 2018 here in Berlin with its Terraflex Sport Flooring.
Natürlich haben Sie auch die Möglichkeit, über Social Media, sprich Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, hier diese Hallenhockey-Weltmeisterschaft zu begleiten. Auch da unser Service und dementsprechend über den Hashtag IHWC 2018 gibt es mehr Informationen und natürlich auch eure und ihre Meinung. So, genug der Vorrede, jetzt wollen wir wieder Sport sehen. Und zwar das Duell zwischen Russland und Südafrika. Die Russen liegen vorne und wir freuen uns auf die zweite Halbzeit. Vorher noch ein paar Takte Musik von unserem DJ.
Quick fire goals for Russia at the end of that first half. South Africa work to do. Welcome back. This is First of 2 matches that these two sides will play today. Russia facing Ukraine later on. South Africa, the final game here at the main hall later on tonight. Just before 10 o'clock. "24 matches on a whole here today. Pretty quick turnarounds. And goalkeeper here has been done for seemingly deliberately putting the ball back over the line. I think that's can sometimes go your way, but sometimes it doesn't. And on this occasion, for Dryansin, the goalkeeper and captain of Russia. Seem a little harsh when looking at the replays again. Anyhow, penalty corner time for South Africa. An early goal here. Be exactly what they're looking for. It's a good block. Dryansin stepping forward, making himself so big, and so that target, that is the goal, looking so small. Fairweather. Jarrett Jones, close control. It's South Africa. I get the free hit. Meyer for Fairweather again. Good start this to the second half for South Africa. Top 4 in each group will progress through to the latter stages. It's set to be a sellout here. The Max Schmeling Halle for the final 2 days. And even Friday evening as well, to be played in front of sellout crowds. Sunday is actually sold out, so fantastic to see. And even so far ahead that the crowds are going to be here. Kostarev with the restart. Just into the corner, penalty corner time. And nowhere to go really. Fairweather with the use of the head, with the shoulder, right under the nose of the umpire. It's rather a little too forceful. Ball has been rather temperamental on the spot. Penalty corner times, especially at this end of the court. Little dummy, smart save. Kostarev. After a fairly even half, it was Russia that got those 2 decisive goals at the end of the first half. South Africa with their moments themselves. Pierre Leroux, their coach, has been speaking of how highly he rates this group of players that he's got. Such experience, rich in experience. Certainly mainly for the indoor game though. Jared Jones. Kostarev. Mistrov and Sambaladinov. Mistrov again to take it to South Africa here. Julius, no way through. Kostarev. And once again. Mistrov looking to go down the line. So there was a push in the back there on Jones. Robin Jones gets it back here. South Africa looking for a goal to get themselves back in the match. Taken and controlled very nicely by Karulin. So when they got into the final third, South Africa is broken down. Not really threatening Drenitsin in this first half. Golubev has got a very good goal in the first half. This is moved down the flanks. Julius covering. He's being able to spot Ryan Julius with the headband that he's sporting. Towards, well, there was a opportunity for Rustin Abrahams, although the whistle had already been blown. Karev losing his stick illegally from Abrahams. Robin Jones penalised. Russia looking to threaten here. Is this to be their chance to extend the lead? And they do. Russia now lead by 3-0. Well, that is a goal from Proskuriakov. And that's a second goal for him today. And that's 3 for Russia, and you wonder whether that could just, well, stuff the wind out of South Africa. Poor showing of the Euros, really, from Russia, but are looking to make up for that here in Berlin. Julius giving it away. Karulin. Lovely turn from him. Can't find a teammate though. Golubev. Just snuck up off the foot from Golubev, but running into trouble. Well, they've got it back here, South Africa. Jethro Eustace. So the chance had gone for him. We had all our games live on YouTube, wherever you are joining us from around the world today. It's great to have your company. I hope that you're enjoying our coverage so far. Still so much drama to be played out At this World Cup, we are barely got going. Karuli. Well, just a little too quick in getting on with it, South Africa, handing it back to Russia. It's a fast-paced game. It's nicely done, not quite able to gather it, Golubev. Russia threaten to add a fourth. Penalty corner time. I think Julius knew exactly what had happened even before the referee, the umpires had given the decision. So the threat and the danger from Mikhail Proskuriakov from this penalty corner. Can he beat Chris McCarthy again? McCarthy with the save and stopped on the line. Eight minutes remaining. So far, so good for Russia. By their coach, Dmitry Volkov. And it's always good to get your first game, first win under your belt. Get it early on as well. If you can get it in your first game, even better. Try and set the tone for your own tournament. Interesting how it all goes with Ukraine later on for Russia. And get their first two games out of the way. Save from McCarthy. Will be called into action again here. So it's good save from McCarthy, but he can't do anything to keep that out. Kornilov getting in on the act. As the umpires just have a word as Kornilov will celebrate. Or will it be? No, it's not going to count. Due to stick blocking. That was the reason why it was not awarded that goal, and Kornilov wasn't able to celebrate. We will stay at 3-0. Still Russia, a man light. The fact that Agafontsev was awarded a green card, and so he's now back on the field to play for just a minute. So much so that nothing has come of having the extra advantage, South Africa. Russia in complete control now. Lokinov with a restart. Happy not to go forward, doesn't really need to comfortable lead that they have at the moment. Time running out, and Russia looking good for a first win. Lokinov's made his move, and he's continued his move into the center. And it's going to be a penalty. This is how it came about. Full credit to Lokinov, he just kept on going. And the penalty awarded, preventing the probable scoring of a goal. Can Lokinov do here? Puts it in. Gets the better of Makati. Yaroslav Lokinov, 4-0 Russia. Through the legs of Makati. So they do have 4. Fair weather. It's just an innocent clip of the ankles there. There's nothing too much in that.
Time doesn't stop. Time doesn't stop. You've got to get the goalie off here.
So Makati is making way. And so it's going to be Robin Jones. He's going to be playing that goalkeeping role. Here he is. And going for it now, South Africa. And it does just open it up to Russia to try and take advantage with no notable goalkeeper in goal for South Africa. Fair weather. And so he was on his way. Kolipev stopping him in his tracks. And that will be a penalty corner to South Africa. That's a clear foul. Not had the rub of the green, rub of the court in this sort of situation on too many occasions today. Will that change for South Africa here? That was close. Ryan Jones, fair weather. Kolipev couldn't control it, couldn't bring it forward. Free hit for South Africa. Robin Jones for Meya. Approaching the final 2 minutes. Patient approach from South Africa, looking to finish strongly. Game is gone now. Having some incredible miracle turnaround. And here come Russia, looking to strike. And still, the outside of the goal frame. They will start from halfway. Kolipev, that's just silly. That is just silly from Robin Jones, who pleads his innocence. Rough and tumble. It's a silly penalty corner to give away. Here he goes. Yeah, you can't do that. And so he now has to face a penalty corner. We'll put the helmet on There's protection. Russia strike for a fifth, they can. And it's the same story from a penalty corner from Proskuryakov, and that's a third for him today. Sweeping it home for number 5 for Russia. Had a winning start, impressively, here at the Indoor World Cup, although a penalty corner has been awarded here to South Africa. And as always, once the hooter has been sounded, if there is a penalty corner situation, it will be taken. Now for South Africa, who came second to Namibia in last year's Indoor Africa Cup. Can they have something to cheer about, at least? Fairweather, nicely worked, off the line. Another chance. Desperate to finish with a goal here. It would be scant consolation. Russia determined to keep hold of a clean sheet. Fairweather, they're going for the same old story again, and that will be it. Will it? Yes, it will be. So, Russia off and running. 5-0. They have beaten South Africa. They have taken their opportunities when they came their way, and in the end, a rather routine victory. I think the damage was done really towards the end of the first half with those quick fire goals. And they went on from there, really. And so congratulations to them. They will face Ukraine later. South Africa will be back for a final match of the day, for our final match of the day here in the main hall as well, against Austria just before 10 o'clock this evening. But coming up next, after success for Russia here, it's the opportunity to see Iran and Switzerland. And Switzerland looking to get back on winning terms after they were beaten by, well, get back on winning terms for the first time here today in the opening day. But success for Russia, as you can see, by 5-0.
Gerade aus deutscher Sicht natürlich hochspannend, wenn wir sehen, dass beide Teams, die Damen sowie die Herren, hier Kantersiege gefeiert haben. Die Damen mit einem souveränen 8:1 über das russische Team, sowie die Herren über das kasachische Team 15:0. Da musste man schon tief in den Geschichtsbüchern blättern, wenn man ein ähnliches Ergebnis bei einer Weltmeisterschaft damals 2011, ein 18:0 gegen Namibia, finden wollte. Also, das ist sehr, sehr gut angelaufen. Vielleicht noch mal ganz kurz auch zur Information, meine Damen und Herren, für Sie. Wir haben jetzt 2 Hallen. Wie sieht es bisher aus in der Halle B? Hartwig Töne, mein Partner, mit den Ergebnissen.
Früher Morgen ging es los für die Damen dort. Polen gegen Kasachstan. Ein 4:1 Erfolg für die Polinnen. Weißrussland dann mit dem gleichen Resultat erfolgreich gegen die USA. Und auch mit 4 Toren Vorsprung, eine relativ klare Sache, gewinnt Tschechien. Die Tschechische Republik gegen Namibia mit 6:2. Das letzte Match, was zu Ende gegangen ist, war auch dann eins der tschechischen Mannschaft, allerdings bei den Herren. Und sie hat 7:2 gewonnen gegen Trinidad Tobago. Also recht deutliche Siege, während wir hier in der Big Arena, in der Hall 1, ja gerade im Auftaktspiel ein unglaublich spannendes Match erleben durften.
Definitiv Australien, die schon 3:1 geführt haben, dann mit einem 4:3 oder einer 3:4 Niederlage. Also nach 3:1 Führung 4:3 verloren. Das ist schon bitter für die Australier, die gegen die Ukraine hier heute früh um 9 das Nachsehen hatten. Meine Damen und Herren, wie geht's weiter? Es geht weiter mit einer hochspannenden Mannschaft. Eine Mannschaft, die in Leipzig vor einigen Jahren alle Herzen gewonnen hat. Nämlich das Team aus dem Iran. Ein sehr spannender 4. Platz damals.